In the past year, there has arguably been no quarterback who has climbed the draft board more than Zach Wilson. In this video, we talk about the BYU Gunslinger's strengths and weaknesses, his player comparison, and what teams might draft him. In your opinion, what would you consider Zach Wilson's biggest strengths and weaknesses as a quarterback to be?
I'd say his biggest strengths would be his pocket awareness. That would be his first biggest strength. He's mobile. He's able to sense pressure in the pocket, get out of it, and create plays, which is something that teams in the NFL are needing more and more these days. For weaknesses, his arm strength is just okay. We're unsure of the extent of his full arm strength. I'd say it's more like a Joe Burrow arm strength. It's nothing crazy, but it does get the job done. So I wouldn't say it's a crippling weakness of his.
Yeah, I would agree. I think one of the most impressive things about Zach Wilson has definitely been when he rolls outside the pocket, his ability to extend the play and read his receivers downfield. He's also shown really impressive ability to find that one-on-one matchup on the deep ball. And I think that's something that is definitely useful in today's NFL when you see offenses like Kansas City Chiefs rely upon that big play ability and explosive offense. To you, what NFL player does Zach Wilson most remind you of?
I already mentioned his name once, but I really see him as a Joe Burrow type of quarterback. I don't think he's as good as Joe Burrow, but he's a very accurate quarterback and he can move around the pocket. He's a smart quarterback. He only had 3 interceptions last season with over 30 touchdowns. I see him as the Joe Burrow type of quarterback.
I think personally, my NFL comparison would be either Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers. He's got that ability to extend the play. He has the ability to roll out. He has the ability to scramble, but he's also got that big arm, the ability to throw the ball downfield, fit it into that tight window where only one receiver can get it. I think he is that true modern day mobile quarterback that a lot of teams are looking for. Your Patrick Mahomes, your Josh Allen, your Justin Herbert. I think he really fits the bill of any type of those quarterbacks. With the draft order being set, what position or what teams do you see a guy like Zach Wilson going to?
I think the best places for Zach Wilson to go, if he goes early, I'd say the Falcons are the earliest pick he could probably go. I think Matt Ryan's older, he's aging, they had a bad year, but that would be a good place to learn under Matt Ryan with some talented receivers, Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones, obviously. And if he drops, I think either Carolina or Denver would be perfect. Carolina actually has a pretty talented offense. Teddy Bridgewater, though, he's not an MVP or super high levels quarterback. And then Denver, it's looking like Drew Lock is sort of a failed experiment. He's been questionable in his decision making, and though they've had many injuries this season, it's been a disappointment with Drew Lock. So I could see him going to any of those 3 teams, and those all being a great fit for him.
Yeah, I think I would agree. The only team I might add into that conversation would be at number 7 with the Detroit Lions. I think Matthew Stafford is definitely a franchise quarterback, but he does have a team option this year. And if the Lions choose to decline that option, then I think quarterback is probably going to be a direction they're going to be looking. And at number 7, if a guy like Zach Wilson is still there, then that's a no-brainer pick for me. Obviously, BYU has a history of some great quarterbacks. I mean, you have guys like Steve Young, Jim McMahon, some other notable pro starters. What do you consider Zach Wilson's potential to be, considering his ability right now?
I'd say he could be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL in a few years. I think that would be his ceiling. I don't see him becoming Patrick Mahomes level or up to what Joe Burrow would turn into. But I do think that top 5 he could reach, and that would be pretty high for him and pretty great for whatever team picks him.
Yeah, I think I would agree. I definitely see Zach Wilson as a guy who can become that franchise piece, similar to what I think Justin Herbert is going to be with the Chargers, similar to what Deshaun Watson is to the Texans. I really see him as possibly being, the face of a franchise, and I'm really excited to see what Zach Wilson can do.